Paul Reed. I am in Southern Oklahoma in Ardmore, and I attend Ardmore First. So I guess since the mid 90s or early 90s, I've had a very strong desire to see renewal in the Methodist Church. And that is something that I have pursued and been a part of over the years. And then through my time as going to seminary, being a pastor for 5 years, I am laity now, but it is something that I saw a distinct need for us to return to our Wesleyan roots, for us to recapture that distinctive of being Methodist, of being Wesleyan, as opposed to the ocean of other Christianity that is around us. I think we have a distinctiveness and a beauty in our theology that we need to uphold, we need to recapture. And that's part of my background. And I just see that in General Conference, we have the opportunity to help set the tenor and tone for how we're going to go about rebuilding Methodism. And it's critical in these first few General Conferences, especially, that we get it right. And that's not necessarily what we think is right, but what God thinks is right, to be led by the Spirit, to work together, and to have the right outcome. I don't know how to silence that phone, so I'm sorry. As far as anything unique, I am one of those that did get the opportunity to go to the first General Conference, the convening General Conference. And that is the only time that I've been a delegate to General Conference, but I do have that experience behind me. And it was a great experience. I was amazed at the spirit of unity, at the humbleness, and the ability to set aside agendas and to work together for the common good. And I'd like to see that continue. Well, I guess I've sort of answered that. To continue to find a way to grow our unique brand of Methodism, to strengthen our local churches. And that's not just for the Heartland Conference. While I live in the Heartland Conference, I have loyalty to it, it's to the bigger church that I truly am looking. We have opportunities to facilitate our brothers and sisters across the globe, and it's something we need to continue to support and help them to reach their potential, to gain freedom for them to worship the way they want to worship. And I guess that's probably my larger goal, is just to spread the gospel across the globe. I've been involved in missions for since back in the early 90s, I guess. So taking trips myself, supporting others in trips. And it's not just missions, it's connection. And the more you go, the more you find that people are pretty much the same wherever you go. And we're all in need of grace. I can't think of any specifics other than we just need to continue to strengthen our processes, our procedures, to tighten up our selection and development of clergy, and at the same time to continue to build our laity in our local churches. I think for many years in the United Methodist system, that had become a professional clergy and a laity who sat in the pews. And while I don't have problems with professional clergy, at the same time, we let the laity get too lazy. And we need to reactivate the grassroots, the local folks in the pew, because they're the ones who meet everybody in the street every day. at work, who support their neighbors, who form the care ministry teams, that have the time and the ability to help those in need around them. And we need to give them abilities and training and support so that they can do all those things, so that they can do it with confidence and go out in God's grace and power.